Yes. To varying degrees, I have been scared of my child pretty much his whole life. That's changed now that he's grown up, but from the time he was 8 months old until the time he was 17, I was absolutely scared of my child. Again, in varying degrees. There were absolutely moments where there was definite outward aggression. So, like, I was on one side of the door as he's trying to break it down, and I'm on the phone with 911 and I'm trying to get them to come help me. And of course, they won't. And, all of that stuff absolutely happened. And that was very, very terrifying in the moment. But the worst part for me was not those moments where he was very outwardly, sort of very violently attacking me. The terrifying part for me was that I could never tell what he was really doing in any given moment. One of the things he used to love to do was he would love to climb up on my lap and he would cuddle with me and, kiss me and all of that stuff. And then just out of nowhere, he would just wham, he would just headbutt me. And I never knew what was coming. I never had any idea whatsoever what was going on in any given moment. I had no idea if he was climbing on my lap to actually, hug and kiss mama, or if he was climbing on my lap to headbutt mama or whatever. And one of the worst parts for me about that is I never felt like I could really relax around him. I mean, I would try to because as a parent, you obviously don't want to cut off any sort of affection from your child. I mean, if your child comes and gets in your lap, you want to hug him back. But there was always a part of me that was like, oh, do I need to brace for getting hit? I don't really know what to do. And then to add insult to injury, in those moments when I would misread the situation and it looked like he was going to headbutt me or somehow otherwise hurt me, um, I and I was wrong. I felt guilty. I felt awful for having misjudged the situation. Like, here's my perfect, wonderful child who just climbed on my lap and all he wanted to do was hug and kiss mama. And there I was, feeling like, oh man, can I really let you in here? And that was really, really awful because it left me in a constant state of emotional turmoil because I didn't know whether to actively engage in the act of, interacting with and loving my child on a very, up close and personal level, or whether I had to protect myself because he might hurt me at any given moment. And then my own emotions surrounding that were just always kind of swirling around my head. And it's really, really awful to be so terrified of your child all of the time, even when they're tiny and, ostensibly smaller than you and of a particular size that you shouldn't have to be afraid of.